Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, this is the PTL Finance Hub, and we are dedicated to helping you take control of your finances with simple, practical tips. Today, we're diving into one of the most crucial aspects of personal finance, budgeting. Whether you're just starting out or looking to refine your budgeting skills, these 5 essential tips will set you up for success. And if you stick around until the end of the video, I'll even give you a bonus tip that could supercharge your savings. Let's get started. The first step in creating an effective budget is to set clear financial goals. Knowing why you're budgeting gives your plan direction and purpose. Start by identifying both short-term and long-term goals. Short-term goals might include saving for a vacation, paying off a small debt, or building an emergency fund. Long-term goals could be saving for a down payment on a house, planning for retirement, or investing in your future. Imagine you want to save $1,000 for a new laptop within the next 6 months. This becomes a clear target that you can work towards, making your budgeting efforts more focused and effective. Write down your top 3 financial goals and prioritize them. This not only keeps you motivated, but also helps you allocate your resources effectively. Remember, your goals should be SMART: specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. Next up, track your income and expenses. Before you can budget effectively, you need to understand where your money is coming from and where it's going. Start by listing all your sources of income. This could be your salary, freelance work, side hustles, or any other income streams. If you earn $3,000 a month from your job, $500 from freelancing, and $200 from a side business, your total monthly income is $3,700. Then, track every expense, both fixed and variable. Fixed expenses include rent, utilities, insurance, and loan payments. Variable expenses cover groceries, dining out, entertainment, and other discretionary spending. Use budgeting apps like Mint or even a simple spreadsheet to keep an accurate record. Microsoft Excel has plenty of useful templates that you can utilize. By tracking your expenses, you can identify areas where you might be overspending and find opportunities to cut back, allowing you to allocate more towards your financial goals. Now that you are tracking your income and expenses, let's add some structure to your budget with tip number 3. One of the most simple and effective budgeting methods is the 50-30-20 rule. This rule divides your after-tax income into 3 categories: 50% for needs, 30% for wants, and 20% for savings and debt repayment. Let's say you earn $3,000 per month after taxes. According to the 50-30-20 rule, you would allocate $1,500 to needs, $900 to wants, and $600 to savings or paying off debt. Needs include essentials like rent, groceries, utilities, transportation, and insurance. These are the expenses you must cover to maintain your basic standard of living. Wants are non-essential items that enhance your lifestyle, such as dining out, entertainment, hobbies, and vacations. Lastly, the 20% goes towards building your financial future, whether that's saving for retirement, creating an emergency fund, or paying down debt. It's important to note that everyone is at different points in the journey to financial freedom, so you can be flexible with this rule and adjust the percentages based on your own financial situation. If you're aiming to pay off debt faster, you might increase the savings percentage, while if you need to cover higher expenses, you could decrease your wants or savings to account for your essentials. The key is to find a balance that works for you and helps you meet your financial goals. Tip number 4 is to build an emergency fund. An emergency fund acts as a financial safety net, protecting you from unexpected expenses like medical bills, car repairs, or sudden job loss. Aim to save at least 3 to 6 months worth of living expenses. If your monthly expenses are $2,500, your emergency fund should ideally be between $7,500 and $15,000. Start by setting a small, achievable target. Even saving $50 or $100 a month can add up over time. Place this money in a separate, easily accessible savings account to ensure it's available when you need it. Automating your savings by setting up a direct deposit can make this process seamless. Having an emergency fund means you won't have to rely on credit cards or loans when emergencies arise, keeping your finances stable and your budget intact. The fifth essential tip is to review and adjust your budget regularly. Your financial situation and goals can change over time, so it's important to revisit your budget on a monthly basis to ensure it still aligns with your needs and objectives. Perhaps you received a raise at work, moved to a new city with different living costs, or paid off a significant debt. These changes should be reflected in your budget to keep it relevant and effective. During your monthly review, assess your spending patterns. Did you overspend in any category? Are there areas where you can cut back or reallocate funds? Use this opportunity to celebrate your successes and identify areas for improvement. Consistently monitoring and adjusting your budget helps you stay on track with your financial goals, making budgeting a dynamic and proactive process rather than a static one. And now, for our bonus tip, try a no-spend month. A no-spend month is a challenge where you commit to spending only on essentials for an entire month, cutting out non-essential purchases like dining out, entertainment, and impulse buys. Think of it as a financial detox. By restricting your spending to necessities, rent, utilities, groceries, and transportation, you can save a significant amount of money and reset your spending habits. Personally, I aim to do this challenge twice a year, as it's a powerful way to boost my savings quickly, and it helps me to identify my true spending needs. It also forces you to find creative ways to enjoy life without spending money, which can lead to long-term positive changes in your financial behavior. To get started, plan ahead by setting clear rules for what counts as an essential expense and what doesn't. Track your spending daily to stay accountable, and adjust as needed. After completing the challenge, review what you learned and how you can apply those lessons to your regular budgeting routine. And that's it. Those are the 5 essential budgeting tips for beginners, plus our bonus tip to help you take your savings to the next level. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel for more personal finance tips, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Let me know in the comments, have you tried a no-spend month, or are you planning to? I'd love to hear your experiences and any tips you have for others. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.